Back with Bobby and JJ Radio. We have our co-host, Mr. Agent Abel Longoria of Goosehead Insurance. We were just kind of talking about how Harvey has changed the game of insurance and how it's kind of, we were talking about the real true victims of Harvey are the 95% of the people that assumed that they had water coverage right in Houston, the Houston area. I remember talking to you the days after that, and you were telling me it was a certain storm, like an actual, like a crap storm that you're dealing with.
Well, it affects a lot of new closings as well. It
really halted the real estate industry almost.
Absolutely.
It just it stopped everything.
Yeah.
Now, not that I don't care about Houston, I love Houston, but let's talk about Bexar County or San Antonio Metro. So how is the Hurricane Harvey going to impact the rates and everything in our neck of the woods?
Sure. So it's actually not the best answer on the surface level, but you not just Hurricane Harvey. It was actually the biggest storm in Texas history. Unprofitable last year. All companies were on homeowners insurance in Texas, and it's in Bexar County as well. But also the year before, if you think about it, we had those two hailstorms that came on April 12th and then one on April 18th, 2016. Those were also mega storms, and so 2 years in a row in Bexar County, which has traditionally been a profitable city or profitable county for insurance companies, it has been they've been in the red.
And but Harvey wasn't in San Antonio, but it's still affected.
It's still affected.
But he's saying 2 years in a row. So I think insurances, as they go, they kind of they insure it all, and they hope that portions of the state are profitable.
Absolutely,
right? And now these are two of the biggest counties two of the three biggest counties in Texas that are making it unprofitable.
Right.
2017 and 16.
Well, if you look at Dallas and Houston comparatively, they have tons of storms historically compared to San Antonio.
So they're kind of ready for that.
They're paying double, triple the price as what we're paying here. We're not going to be that severely affected, but our rates are going up across the board. Every single insurance company, especially the big ones that had a big market share in town, they are jacking their rates up because they're essentially saying, we don't want business here anymore. We've lost money 2 years in a row. We're scaling back because our loss ratios are so high until we can flip the books again. I mean, like I said, my dad knows people in State Farm. I know how they operate, and that's exactly what they're telling me.
So we're going to be paying high rates
if you were the big boys. If you were the big boys, they're going to make their money back on you, or they're going to say, or you're just going to get it's going to be so high that you're going to be like, I need to call Abel Longoria with Goosehead Insurance, right? Like it's going to be one of the two, is what you're saying.
So that brings up.
Yeah. So let's talk about what should you do in the event of a really nasty claim, like something like that we experienced, like with the hail in April, and like what should someone do in that event?
So whenever that happens, people always freak out, and we get tons of calls. And let's just say the same thing for a car accident, right? It's an accident. Things happen. And people think that the first person and people that they should call is their insurance company, and we're happy to help. Yeah. But realistically, there's not much that we can do at that time.
I see the guy in the commercials there.
Yeah,
the guy in the commercials there. Yeah, that's.
Are you in good hands? And he shows up.
Yeah, he's everywhere. That guy is like, man, I wish I could be like that. But no, it's actually. They're calling us, right? Like I said, my mom's a claims adjuster for USAA, so I mean, this is USAA, like the best of the best, and we are as well. But I mean, that's what everybody thinks is the best. Sure, what I'm saying. So, they'll call her, right? Let's just say they're right after an accident, and they got people coming to their house after these people trying to fix their roof, and they're making all sorts of calls, and they're trying to fix damages, and they are just everywhere at once. And the insurance company, like all we're doing at that point is just distracting people from what they should be doing, which is fixing things, making sure they're situated. And at the end of the day, we can't get our job done because they're distracted doing other stuff as well. So the first thing to do in the event like this
is stop the bleeding or whatever it is.
Get help, stop the bleeding, whatever you got to do.
I mean, remember April 12th with the big hailstorm, I had a skylight that turned my house into a convertible really quick.
Right. Yeah, that was all over the place.
Yeah. We were just like, just stop the rain from coming in is the first thing. So that's the first thing you do.
First thing you do is stop the rain. And we'll tell you to do that, right? You call us and we'll give you that advice.
Yeah.
But the best thing to do is not waste that time. Just do it, right? Yeah. So stop the bleeding if you can. Go tarp things up. Put buckets underneath the house. Do whatever you can. Make some phone calls to some disaster restoration people. Puro Clean is a great company that we all work with here.
Used to be show partners, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about. So the rates are going up no matter what, right? So what should someone do then? If you're with one of the big boys, and I know you don't want to talk mess directly, but if you're one of the USAs or State Farm or Allstates or whatever, like what should you do now at this point if you start to feel it going up?
So give us a call. Give us a call, and we can shop the entire market which is over 45 different companies, and see what we can do for you. And there are tons of companies that actually entered the market. Actually, not ton. We have 3 companies that entered the market after Hurricane Harvey.
Because they saw that there's going to be a void.
They saw that there's going to be a void. That's an opportunity for them because there's rates increasing everywhere. And so they're reputable companies. If you go look at Florida and other places, they have tons of history.
They just weren't here.
They just weren't here, right? They're A-rated, A+ rated. And so our company, that's the beauty in Goosehead, is we're always out finding those companies. That way, in crazy situations like this, we are going to be able to still have the best product offering. And we're gonna, if you're coming to us for a new quote, we're gonna get you a better rate than what you have, much better rate than what you have. If you're with State Farm or USA, I'm confident we can chop the price in half and get you better coverage, which sounds crazy. I know everybody thinks that they're the best, but realistically, they're like the McDonald's of home insurance. It's interesting that it's so backwards. But anyways,
Are you calling them clowns?
No.
Yeah, they are. They are insurance clowns.
It's a cult, though. Try to get someone away from USA is crazy.
It's rough, but
on the mortgage side too, it's tough. It's the worst rates and the slowest closings, yet people want to use them for some reason.
Yeah.
And we'll shop for our clients as well on the back end this year. So our clients aren't shopping around, going with all these other companies. We're doing it for them, placing them with these new options.
So we're gonna take a quick break, and we have you for one more segment, and I want to talk about what water damages are covered and all these other kind of risks for roof and stuff like that. So stay tuned. This is Abel Longoria. Call him directly at 210-760-0368. Again, that's 760-0368. Or email him abel.longoria@goosehead.com.